Alright, so in today's video, man, I'm going to make this build for y'all, right? I've been making a lot of center builds lately, where they've been power forward, where they've been centers, glass cleaners, whatever, paint beasts. But I'll make a certain build. I'm going to make this, it's not even center build. It could be a center build because of power forward, because you know they like the power forwards to be center sometimes. I don't know why they do the game like that. But anyway, I'm going to make y'all power forward. And we're gonna try to get his steals as high as possible, because I noticed when I was messing around with the MyPlayer Builder that a lot of the bigger builds, the center builds, and the power forwards, their steal ratings be low. I'm talking about like 60s and 50s. Like, I'm gonna try to make a build to where he's not too big and he's not too small, but he has a high steal rating. So, like always, man, before I get into the video and start making stuff, subscribe to the channel, sub up, make sure you share this video when it's done. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up. You dislike it, I'm just playing. Just like the video and leave a comment in the comment section below. And once again, I make the build, give y'all the blueprint, kind of how to make the build. Y'all modify the build to your liking. If there's something in there that you don't like, the arms, the wingspan, the weight, the height, the position, if there's something that you don't like, hey, you're more than welcome to go in and tweak the build however you want to tweak the build. I just make the build, you know what I mean? That's just what I'm doing here. So let me free some space up over here, as I deleted the little last one, which is a mid-range finisher, which is okay build. It depends on the type of team you have surrounded around that build, if that build's a good build to actually use. You just can't bring the build out and think you're about to just go crazy, but that's the ideal too. But I'm gonna get right into the video. We're gonna go and choose this little empty block, and we're gonna make this build. At first, I try to make him a center, which you'll see me go through. Like I said, once again, I don't always talk about everything that I do. I always talk about other things. But of course, the skill breakdown. We're gonna choose defense. I was actually trying to figure out what would be best. Try to make it like a dual, some type of a dual pie chart or some type of stuff like that. But it just seemed like the defensive pie chart all the way was just the best pie chart for this particular build. See me scrolling through, but that was just the center position. I didn't even get into like the arm, the wingspan, or the weight, or the height, or anything. So I went back and chose power forward, and you see how that still jumps up from the power forward to the center without even get into your build. When I just originally got into the build on the center, the steal rating was a 69. But as soon as I jumped to the power forward position and put all defense up, I'm automatically at an 81, as you can see on the screen, automatically. And that's before I shorten the arms or even make the arms longer. But of course, physical profiles all the way up to what you want to do. If you want them to have a lot of strength, whatever, But you can see what I'm doing. We're probably gonna have around 28. I'm not for sure. Probably gonna have around 28 to 30 defensive badges, because this is a defensive build. We're not worried about the name that 2K names it, the build, but this is a defensive build. So of course, we're gonna put our defense up. We're gonna put our rebounding, offensive rebounding, and we put our steals and stuff up. But my idea is to get steals. My ideal is to get the steals. Somebody's messing. To get the steals at least up to like an 84, maybe a 85, and that's and that's when the build is at 95. Okay, so once you hit 99, you're gonna go up 4 other levels, which it can be an 89, an 88, and then plus with the boost, you're in the 90s. So you got a low key big man with a 90 something steal rating. That's gonna be a problem down there. But of course, I want the driving dunk up, and I want the standing dunk up. And when I go to the shooting, of course, I want the mid ranges. We're gonna take a hit on the free throw for this particular build. I typically like to kind of put the free throw up a little bit, but I think we're gonna take a hit because I think the free throw may go down. But this particular build, man, I was actually messing around with it, and I thought about making him like maybe a 7-foot build or something of that nature, or what I'm saying. But I was like, 7 foot, that's going to take away from a lot of different things. It's going to take away from his lateral quickness, because lateral quickness is you got to have the lateral quickness on this game. Be a big man, even though it's not that great, but you don't want a 30 or 40 lateral quickness, or or whatever it may be. So far, you see I got the 8 finishing badges, I got the 1 shooting badge, and I got the 1 playmaking badge, and I got the 30 defensive badges currently. So that's what we're rocking with right now. And then we're going to kind of finesse these last little 60, I think 60, 65. I kind of finessed them a little bit just to try to get the most of what I could get out of what I was doing to make the best build possible, or even make the blueprint so people can, you know, go back in and modify whatever they want to modify. It just sucks that we're limited to the pie charts we got. I know they said something about us getting more pie charts 1,000 years ago. We're not getting more pie charts. Of course, we'll probably get more pie charts in 2K21 if the system is still the same as how you even create your player. It may be different, but with the finishing, I put the finishing up because of course we're gonna be finishing at the cup. You know, that's not our main priority with this build. See, when I make these build videos, everybody's like, put this up, put the post hook, but that's not our main priority. I don't make these builds to be like, he can dunk, he can do this. No, I make these builds for certain reasons. Like, you know, like I made a glass cleaner lockdown with Hall of Fame playmaking badges, which he got dimer, needle threader, and floor general. I made that build sole purpose to get rebounds and kick it out and see the open man to get dimes. I didn't make the build to do post hook shots or contact finisher dunks. Even though we still got finishing badges, I didn't make that build for that. You know, so when I make the builds, that's basically what I make the builds for. So, but for the most part, you'll see what I'm doing with the finishing, kind of tweaking it a little bit. Maybe, you know, I'm still skeptical about close shot. You know, just because, you know, but I think close shot works better with the finishing and the dunking and all that crazy stuff. So, you see, this is what we're looking at right now: 12 finishing, 1 shooting. The shooting's actually kind of decent right now. Before I get to the other screen, you can see the mid range is a 64, which we get 1 shooting badges. You know, of course, it's going to be a quick draw. But for people who are legend and people who get the extra badges, you got to take a look at some of these builds and be like, well, hey, 64 mid range starting out. You know, if you can keep that mid range kind of to 64, 65, even push it to 70 with the boost or something like that, with the extra 10 badges you get on each category, you're going to win, man. But I kind of took my time on this build just to make sure everything was legit, make sure everything was good, and everything like that. So, I wanted to do. I know we take a hit on playmaking, and I know we take a hit on like the as far as the ball handle. So we're not gonna have no ball handle skills, meaning the people's gonna be able to rip us. You know. So the build shape is what it is. Choose whatever build shape. You see me messing around with the height. You know what I'm saying? So I just left him as 6'9". You know, I left him at 6'9", and I was messing around with his weight to see how his steals would go up, and you know what would go up and what would go down. So I decided to kind of drop his weight around the 260 area, 262 area, just to be safe. So I wouldn't take a major hit on lateral quickness because, you know, he's a smaller build. And then when you come to the wingspan, you see when I extend the wingspan, his steals go up to an 84. So we're going to choose Rim Protector Takeover, and you see the similarities: Dennis Rodman, Anthony Davis, Brandon Clark. We ain't worried about Brandon Clark, but you see the similarities, man. Dennis Rodman. Everybody know who Dennis Rodman is. If you don't, go look him up, man. You know what I'm saying? That's basically the type of build that I made. He was first, and Anthony Davis was second. So, you know, but I'm going to juice him all the way up to 99 overall, 95 overall, you know. And then we're going to get into these badges. Now, we want Pickpocket Hall of Fame. You know what I'm saying? That's what we want. We want Interceptor. We want Intimidator. You know what I'm saying? We want Clamps Bronze. We want Post Move Lockdown. At least Gold. Trapper, I'm going to take that down. Rim Protector Hall of Fame. Rebound Chaser Hall of Fame. You always want Box Out. I think I'm going to take the Trapper down to probably Bronze. I put Box on Bronze. I think I'm put Brick Wall on Gold. And the reason why my stuff is like this is because he's a defensive. He's like a shifty defensive build. He's not a big man who just stands around and can set screen. No, he's not that. So shooting and playmaking, wherever you want to put it, it's your preference. Number 1 bash. Finishing, we're just going to do the basic stuff: the contact, the consistent, the giant slayer, and relentless. But here you got it, man. A Dennis Rodman build, man. Like I said, you can modify, tweak, whatever you want to do to this build. I just kind of gave you a blueprint of how to actually make that Dennis Rodman build according to NBA 2K and the MyPlayer Builder. Like always, I'm YPDWallz. Once again, you know, sub up to the channel. You know what I'm saying? Turn notifications on, man. I'll drop more heat for y'all soon, man.